have no idea how much of that last video I'm going to use. What the hell's going on with it? But it's been cut off and turned off at some point. Those of you who are paying attention to how much I drank out of this, you'll see that probably not a lot of me actually drinking got cut out. Although, I guess I could drink more of this, then cut out and start up and be like, hey, lots more than what happened that you think happened. That sounds great. Those are words I'll use. I must say, an actual highball, whiskey and ginger ale, is not among my favorite drinks. However,
it works when you want to get your wife a drink who just wants alcohol.
Ginger ale complements...
That's all I wanted. Hey, I just want some alcohol in my fucking system now.
Ginger ale complements whiskey better than Coke does, I believe. Coke, the point of anything in Coke is overpowered. So when you mix Coke on top of something or with something, you taste Coke that tastes like it's slightly sour. You know, if you mix anything in Coke, it tastes like Coke has slightly gone bad. But when you mix whiskey and ginger ale, you can taste the brand of the ginger ale, you can taste the brand of whiskey, you can still taste everything. It doesn't, I'm using for this one, I'm using Seagram's ginger ale, because they're out of Canada Dry, which is the ginger ale I would like to use whenever I have a complete choice in the matter.
I think there's some left upstairs.
There's a little bit left upstairs, but just a little bit, and that's what settles your stomach better than anything else.
So you're leaving it for tomorrow, in case.
Yeah, I didn't want to use all of it. But the reason I brought about 2 different things of ginger ale when I came home yesterday from the store was because there was only one Canadian Dry.
Oh.
There was only one Canadian Dry.
Why are everyone out of things I like?
There was only one Canadian Dry that wasn't diet. They had diet Canadian Dry.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Diet.
Alvin, I think the Mayans were right. The world is ending.
I think everything I've heard about the world coming to an end with the Mayan thing, the Mayans missed by a century or better. Sorry, if the world is coming to an end because we're greedy fucking assholes, the Mayans missed by about a millennia. If the world is coming to an end because we like to kill each other for fun...
they missed by humans are existent.
They missed by the existence of humans, yes. If the Mayans felt like, oh no, we've got a weapon where we can finally wipe everybody out, they missed by about 100 years. Not quite.
They missed by, hey, do we have a stick we can poke people with that would kill them?
I was thinking more the nuke would be the first one where we could just wipe everybody out. Okay, maybe not 100, at least 50 though.
It depends on how long you want to take to wipe someone out.
Well, you can wipe someone out with a pointy stick. But you can wipe tons of someone's out with a nuclear bomb.
Yes, but what is your limit? And what are you basing it on?
Well, my personal limit, I've checked my hunting licenses, and I actually have a killing human limit of 0. It's sad. I mean, I believe I should probably have...
How many did you kill in the Marines?
I couldn't... At the time, when I was a Marine, I had virtually unlimited kill allowance, providing I was killing the right people. As long as I killed the people that the Marines told me were okay to kill. But I was never when I was in the Marines, I never was in a situation where there were authorized kill targets. So, 0, it turns out.
Huh.
In theory, infinite. In reality, 0. The closest I came to having kill targets was Kosovo, and I never left the ship. Not exactly my choice, but let's be fair. Had it been my choice, I don't know, I might have left the ship, I might not. I was really sick of the ship. I was really sick of that ship at that point. Nobody asked me. It was the Marine Corps. Freaking nobody ever asks, do you feel like going to the field? Do you want to go do the... No, you're in the fucking Marines. You've already volunteered. These are the people who are going. These are the people who are not going. Shut the fuck up and do what we told you. That's...
Fine.
That's not... There wasn't a lot open for debate.
You're either on the ship or you're not, based on what we decide. Fine.
But, just, throwing this out there in case, certain people watch, Bruce, who I believe is a gunny right now. Gunny Bruce, recruiting out of Michigan, Ann Arbor, is still fucking awesome. We may have had our differences, but we were on the same side way more often than we were against each other. I still think it was hilarious when you must remember this. We went to, and this is definitely something we'll have to leave in the final cut, because we're not talking about anything that I said we were going to. Anyway.
No. You said we were talking about entitlements, and we're not.
I did mention as I started pouring the drinks that there was a good chance that we weren't.
Yeah.
That's the thing with special guests. We just get conversations, and too bad.
Yeah, this is just us talking about what the fuck ever right now.
Funniest, my boss, and the first person in the Marine Corps I really reported directly to, at the time, he was a corporal. It was Corporal Bruce. He is now a gunny, I believe. And if he actually is watching this, because he is on my Facebook, so he should be getting these links, and I'll tag him or something. and the one that I actually, because I am going to leave this in here. So the one that I actually have this conversation in, he'll be tagged. Anyway, Bruce, he was my boss, and we were out in the field for something. I want to say it was CAX, because I believe we were in a desert. We were in a desert. It could have been Israel, now that I'm thinking about it. And Bruce, if you're watching this, feel free to clarify if we were in CAX or Israel. I just remember that it was a desert. He had acquired somehow, or brought with him, or he had with him Bunsen burners. And so he was actually able to heat up our hot chocolate, which came in the MREs, which normally was pretty frickin' nasty. There's things I did with them that would sometimes make them only somewhat nasty, but they were usually pretty nasty. Anyway, but he had these Bunsen burners, and he had made me, Gunny Prasad, and himself some hot chocolate. And we're sitting there sipping some hot chocolate, and I finished mine because I'm not somebody who sips and savors normally. I'm kind of a swallow, enjoy that swallow. Large swallow, enjoy that swallow. Large swallow, enjoy that swallow. And then eventually it's gone, and it's usually faster than the sip and savor guys. Well, as I got to almost the end of it, Bruce was saying some stuff about, I don't remember exactly what he was saying, but it was definitely a little bit of trash talk on me. So I was like, alright, and we had the metal cups that come with our kit that we walk around, and I put mine down. And I waited, because I didn't want him to...
All of the selling stories.
I didn't want him to... I didn't want to do anything with he went out of his way for me. I didn't want to do anything while he was, had something to lose with it. Well, he sipped and savored for a while, and he eventually finished his hot chocolate. And as soon as he put his down, as soon as his cup touched the Humvee, because he was done, he put it down, I speared him like I thought I was Goldberg. Just ran across the thing, and we wrestled for a while. I think I got the better of him that time, and that was one of my funnier stories with him.
Ow! You ass motherfucker.
And that's the reaction I got then, too.
What did he do?
I threw a clothespin at her.
And I threw it back.
Wow. Pillow-ish looking thing.
My present from Alvin looks pillowish, but he claims it's not a pillow.
It's not. I told you. I hid it in chair cushions. So when I wrapped it...
But I don't trust you to tell me what
It's actually 3 presents. If you count the chair cushions. 4 if you count the chair cushions separately.
If it's 3 presents, it would be in 3 separate things. It's one thing. That's square and looks cushy.
I took 2 things, and I stuffed them between 2 chair cushions. And then I wrapped it all up, and I handed it to you and said, you'll never guess what it is.
The chair cushions are just the stuffing.
So if the chair cushions count, that's 4 presents.
Fuck you, Alvin!
If they don't, it's 2.
Hey, Vanessa, do you agree? Fuck you, Alvin!
I'm not fucking him, so no.
Do you agree? Whatever word is used when you're not actually doing it.
Yeah.
When you're being mad at someone.
Alvin is a jerk.
Alvin should get stabbed in the heart.
I'll drink to that.
No, none of that.
Fine! But
No.
being mad, I'm mad at him. Are you mad at him? Or annoyed at him?
She's not mad at me.
You can be very annoyed at him, sweetheart.
I am very annoyed at him because he's annoying.
Me!
A lot. Yes! And fuck you. Now I have to pee.
I'm trying
Simon's
Simon's and Alex.
and we'll get her. Well, John, you already got the blanket. Well, did you
Did I get the blanket already?
the silver one? Yes, it's right here
I
on the
think.
hand.
Oh,
That
there's
means this
one.
is clearly the end of this episode. Hooray!
Alvin is a jerk.
Okay, so I have the candle for your mom, the blanket.